All right, cool. So we are live. So in this training today, I'm going to share with you guys how to create and sell digital products with AI. I'm going to go through the entire step-by-step process so you guys know exactly what to do. But before we get into that, I just want to share with you guys some news. Look, I'm actually going to be firing myself from my company, DigiLab, next week because I'm starting some new projects that I really want to focus on. And quite frankly, the AI systems that I've been able to build over the last few months run a lot better than when I would actually manage the business. So I'm gonna share with you guys how to use these AI systems, how I build them and how you can implement them as well within your business to start seeing results that you want, right? So let's get right into it. So before I go, I want to show you this exact system that's working for me, that is allowing me to work less but also make more money, right? So let me go ahead and share my screen with y'all so y'all can see exactly some results I want to share with y'all from one of our students that is implementing this system right now, right? And we started selling about December 1st, so about 7 days of the selling cycle, and we're seeing quite amazing results. So let me just share with you guys those results here. So you see here it says December 1st to December 7th, right? I'm gonna go ahead and confirm, let it refresh. But 435 dollars in sales, right? Just starting out. Just starting out. This is a brand new business, brand new digital product, brand new systems that we implemented, and now it's been able to get over 17 buyers, right, within the business, and $435 in sales, right? Just in the last 7 days, right? And then we have another one here, done over $1,600 in the last 7 days, right? Using the same system. We're using ClickFunnels for this. For this we're using DigiLab, but on this one, the client already had ClickFunnels, but they did over $1,600 in sales using this system as well. So I just want to share with you guys exactly how we're able to actually accomplish this using AI. So the first step, guys, the first step I want you to do is I want you to open up Gemini. I know if you've been following this channel, you've been following my training for the last few months, I've been using ChatGPT a lot, but there's a new sheriff in town that is doing even a better job of implementing this system, right? And it's called Gemini. If you haven't heard of Gemini, I'm going to share with you right now. It's actually Google's AI, right? It's their AI. So let me go and pull that up real quick. You guys can see it. So this is the Gemini here. But before we even go into that, what we want to do is we actually want to go ahead and start creating our product, right? So usually what we do is we select, a niche, right? We first select a niche that we want to go into. It can be any niche. It doesn't really matter. Any niche, you'll find like a huge problem that you can solve for somebody within that niche. But we're going to take a shortcut, right? Instead of going to Gemini and asking the questions to help me find, a niche that I want to sell in, I'm going to go in and share with you guys 20 niches right now, 20 topics and niches that are selling really well right now. So you guys can actually just take one of these and run with it, right? You can run with it. So I'm gonna give you guys the juice here, the actual sauce. All right. So here I have 20, right? Let me go to zoom in real quick so you guys can see these niches. Like I said, usually I'll just go in there, I'll take a prompt, from my group, and I'll say, hey, help me find, a niche. But like I said, in this case, we're gonna take a shortcut because I want to make sure that this training is effective, right? So I want to go ahead and pick a niche, a PDF, title, a guide title that I'm going to start, working and start creating, my sales page, creating the digital product and all that good stuff, right? So we have here in the health niche, wealth, relationships, parenting, sports. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and pick one that stands out to me, right? Like I said, I'm doing this live. As you guys can see right now, we are streaming live, right? So I'm gonna do this right in front of your face and see how fast we can get this done. I could probably get this done in the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So the countdown starts right now. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'm gonna pick one of these. Let's see, let's do, this one is quite crazy. 21 psychological triggers to make your ex beg for a second chance. 37 insurance secrets to slash your car premiums. Okay. 13 little known loopholes to legally pay zero on taxes, right? 15 healing miracles. So these are all pretty good, right? 14-day toddler tantrums, 90-day golf transformation. So there's some Unix one here as well, like in sports and all that good stuff. But let me see. I'm gonna go with, let's do 21 psychological triggers, right? I'm just gonna copy this to get our X back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Gemini, right? I'm just gonna copy that subject right here, and I'm gonna come back to it. I'm gonna share with you guys why I'm gonna come back to it. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a prompt, right? Here, right, in my group. And I'm gonna paste this prompt right there, right? I'm gonna make this a bit bigger so you can see a little bit better, right? So the prompt says right here, it says, I want to create a PDF guide for your main problem, right? I want to write the sales page copy before writing a guide. So anyway, this is a prompt that's gonna help me write my sales page. And I know it's a lot different than what most people teach that you run across. You know, most of them be like, oh, let's go ahead and create the digital product first, then we'll create the sales page. But no, we do it backwards. We create the sales page first, then we create the product. And that just helps us create a better product. Because what we're gonna do here is we're gonna find data, right, that's gonna help us write this sales page and write this ebook. Because, you know, one thing about AI is not 100% correct, right? So we have to make sure we double check all our answers. And on top of that, when we're going into the AI, right, and we're telling it to write a digital product for us, it's just gonna pull random info, right? It's gonna do it as fast as possible. It's ones and zeros, so it's just trying to get through the task as fast as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys and share with you guys how we actually give it the right data, right? Give it the right data, right? So this is how we do it, guys. So this is the prompt here. It says, I want to create a PDF guide for my main problem. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy that first part and I'm going to put it in here, right? In here. Perfect. And I'm going to add something else, but I want to write it on this topic. Actually, I'm doing stuff a little bit backwards. So I'm going to just paste that in here. But the main problem here, is getting your X back. Getting your X back, right? So let's put the main problem there. Then I'm going to add in something that says, but I want to write it on this topic. 21 psychological triggers to make your Ex beg for a second chance, right? Period, right? So cool, we're going to scan down. And here, see where it says I have attached 6 Reddit threads from the exact ICP talking about their problems, pain points, desires, failed solutions here. So what we're going to do next is we're actually going to go into Google, right? I'm gonna go to Google and I'm gonna paste in the main problem. I'm gonna put in Reddit, right? And what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna see a bunch of different Reddit articles that's gonna be talking about secrets to getting your Ex back, right? So we're getting data, guys, and this is honestly the best way, right? So for time purposes, I'm just gonna grab 4, right? 6 is ideal. 6 works really great. But for this example, I'm gonna take just 4, right? Just 4. 4 will work good as well. Now, what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually gonna screenshot this. Well, first I recommend, since we're on a time crunch, I'm just gonna do this really fast and then I'll double check my answers at the end. But what I like to do is I like to read through these Reddit posts and see what people are talking about. Because these people are giving, you know, honest feedback. They're giving their experiences. They're saying what worked for them, right? So it's gonna help us write a really detailed guide that's gonna help solve a problem for somebody that wants to get their Ex back, right? So I'm gonna go into this article, scan through it. But like I said, I'm gonna try to speed through this as fast as possible, right? Because this is new information for 2026. Like, just side note, I told my team, and my team knows this as well, is we will never build another website from scratch. We just won't, because AI does everything for us, right? So these tools is allowing us to speed up the process, right? What would take us a month 10 years ago takes us a day or a few hours, right? Because of AI. And that's the way it is. You gotta learn these tools, right? You gotta learn how to use these tools. It doesn't matter if you're selling this digital product or you're using this knowledge to amplify your job, your opportunities, whatever it is. You have to learn this. So if you're here, congrats. You're learning tech that's gonna help you in 2026. All right, so let's get right back into it, right? So what I wanna do next is I wanna screenshot this. I want to screenshot this entire page, and I'm gonna use a Google Chrome extension called Awesome Screenshot, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just do full page, and I'm gonna let it just copy that page, right? And this is like the most time-consuming part. I always, whenever I do these trainings, this is the most time-consuming part. Is actually capturing these pages. For me, at least, I feel like I'm waiting forever when this is done, right? So I'm gonna click done. I'm gonna download it, right? Download to my desktop. Cool. All right. I think I downloaded it. All right, cool. Perfect. Now I'm gonna close that out. I'm gonna use the other one, full page. Let that capture. Right. So I'm getting all that good data. All that good data. So using this Reddit post alongside with using the AI knowledge base, right? It just creates a match made in heaven to where it gives us really good detailed PDFs or ebooks, right? Because what we're doing here, and I didn't mention it, we're just writing a PDF or ebook, right? That's what we're selling, right? Those sell really well. You'd be surprised how many people buy PDFs and ebooks. Shoot, I buy PDFs and ebooks, and I know how to use AI. I know how to use AI. But like I said, it's the data that you're giving AI, right? And that you're giving AI that's gonna allow AI to output what you want, right? It's not always just I'm gonna go to AI and it's gonna magically create something for me. Because if you do that, you're gonna get poor quality. What they call it online. They call it AI slop. You're gonna get AI slop. So you wanna make sure you don't do that AI slop, right? And actually build something worldwide, right? Worldwide. I apologize, guys. Tripping over my words, but it's all right. All right, cool. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Cool. All right. So let that do what it do, and after that we have one more. That's it. Just one more. We're gonna do 4 today. We're not gonna do 6. All right, and this is the last one, right? Full page. So I'm gonna get all that good data, all that conversations with people with their real life experiences. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Almost done. Okay, we're at 100%. Perfect. All right, done. Download. Boom. So that's done. All right, cool. So we're gonna go back to the AI, right, to Gemini, and I'm gonna attach that, right? I'm gonna attach the last 4 that I have open up, right? So I have that there, but there's one more thing. We actually want to structure this sales page, right? So I'm gonna grab this prompt. Right? Actually, I want to grab a different prompt because it doesn't look right in there. I gotta change that actually. I'm gonna go into my other group, my free group, and I'm gonna grab it here, right? Right here, because it looks a lot better. All right, cool. So let me grab this. See how I spaced out? That's what I want. I want to grab this right here. I want to copy this, right? Then I want to go back to Gemini, right? And I want to put that underneath because this is like the sales page framework, right? This is a framework that we use. You don't have to use this, right? But to me, this is the most effective, right? You can actually just tell Gemini, hey, help me with the sales page framework. You know, give me a framework that is high converting, right? A high converting framework. And actually, if you don't put this in, it will just give you, you know, like a sales page framework, right? But I want to make sure I give it exactly what I want. So that's it. And one thing I want to mention too is when you go down here, instead of doing fast, do thinking, right? With 3. You might need a pro version of this, but yeah, just use like the thinking model. If you have to use fast, then use fast. But I'm gonna use thinking because I really wanted to think about it, right? And grab all that information that's out there, right? So let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? One thing I forgot. Hold on. One important thing I forgot to do, guys, is you want to go to tools, right? And you want to go to canvas, right? Because you want it to actually create a canvas. So that's one part I messed up. So let me go ahead and do it again. See if it does it. All right, cool. You want to do canvas because then canvas opens up a whole new thing, and you'll see here in a second. All right, so now it's thinking, right? And Gemini's pretty fast. It's way faster than ChatGPT. So while this is done, ChatGPT, man, used to be so good. But I don't know what happened with them, man. I guess they got left behind. Now Gemini is doing like amazing images, websites, I mean, whatever I need, even videos. We do videos as well with Gemini. So I'm gonna share with you guys that here in a second, all right? So let that do what it do, right? It's writing the sales page. I can just scroll down and see it writing, right? So it's writing the sales page, right? And you guys will see something real cool here soon. All right, cool. So we do the sales page. Let it get. Oh, I think it's done. That's done. Perfect. Yep, it's done. All right, cool. So now we have the sales page, right? So what I want to do next is I actually want to build the sales page, right? And then after that, when we're done with the sales page, we'll build the actual PDF, the ebook, right? So what I like to do here next is, excuse me for 1 second. I like to go into Pinterest, guys, right? I'm using another tool, Pinterest. And the reason why I'm using Pinterest is because I'm looking for inspiration, right? So I'm looking for websites that's in my niche, websites in love niche. See what pops up, right? So we got this red, pink, and anything that stands out, right? So because what are we doing? What is the topic again? Let's see. It is, we want to go ahead and get our X back, right? Second chance. All right. We want to get our X back. So let's do websites getting X back. You know, just whatever comes to your mind. I mean, it's just getting ideas, guys. Color templates, right? So I think the other one was better, right? The other one was better. So let's do, I like this one. Let's see. Oh no, I'm looking for more like love websites. Let's see. Love websites, right? Love websites. So here's one. This is more singles who are more in your style. All right, cool. So yeah, that looks like a good one. Right? It's never too late to fall in love. Oh, it looks pretty good. Let me go ahead and save this. I like this one. Right? So I can go ahead and go back to Gemini, right? And I'm gonna upload that file. See if I can find it. I'm just gonna upload it real quick in here. Okay, cool, it's in there. So I'm gonna just drag it in there, right? And you're gonna see here in a second. All right, cool. So next I'm gonna tell it is, I'm gonna give it another prompt, right? I'm gonna give it another prompt. Let me go grab that prompt. This prompt I don't have in the group yet, but I will have it here soon. But I'm gonna grab another prompt that's gonna help me create this sales page. Cool. So this one, hold on, let me grab the prompt, right? Cool. So I'm gonna grab another prompt here. So this prompt is a little bit different. Let me go ahead and so you guys can see what it says, right? So I'm gonna put in that screenshot, right, of the example I shared with you guys. Then I'm gonna say create a high converting funnel using the structure and code I will provide as a reference. Do not copy exactly. Instead, upgrade and redesign a fresh model look for 2025, right? So I have like these little things here, right? And I can actually add in here, said use the image, right? Instead of using the code, I'm gonna say use the image. Because usually we use a code, right? Using the structure and image I will provide as a reference, right? So just a little bit of editing, but it's no big deal, right? So here, no, I'm gonna put no code here. I'm just gonna do an image. So either do a code example, and I'll share with you guys later what the code is about, right? But now I'm gonna have it create the website, right? And you'll see here in a second how magical this is. All right, cool. So let it think for a little bit, right? So in 2025, going into 2026, the one thing that we do is prompting, right? Prompting. We're good at prompting, right? You got to get good at prompting, right? And if you say, "Oh, I'm not good at computers," you know, I don't want to hear that excuse, guys, that you're not good at computers, right? If you're not good at computers today, in 3 months, you have all the time, right, and all the resources to get good at computers, right? So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. You may not be good now, but you'll be good later. Look, I wasn't good at AI. I wasn't good at online marketing once upon a time, right? But now I'm good at it. Why? Because I made the decision to take action, learn this stuff, and practice every day. So cool. So now it's building the funnel page, right? So it'll be like the sales page, right? Because what we do is we build one page websites. You know, we're not gonna do an elaborate Shopify store with several products or a stand store to where you're sending somebody to a stand store link and you're just showing them a basic page. Like we're actually taking them through a funnel, right? A sales funnel. Because one thing, guys, whenever you're running your marketing, right? Doesn't matter if it's paid advertising or organic marketing, you want to maximize your average order value. You want to see how much you can make per customer. The more you can make per customer, the better. And it's not a bad thing. It's not like we're taking from our customers, because we're just providing more value to them by offering more products and services. So I'm going to share with you guys that here in a second, right? But first, we're going to work with this code. So it does take a while. I mean, I'm using thinking right now. So it's going to go ahead and really think about it and really build it out the way it should, versus fast where it would just go ahead and just, it will still give a good result, right? But for me, the thinking and using the Model 3 here on Gemini has been the most effective, right? Been the most effective. Cool. So let it think for a second. So I can look down. I can see you still writing the code, right? So this part, you just sit back and relax, man. All right, cool. So it said there's an error, something went wrong. It's fine. Just click fix error, and it'll go ahead and fix the error real quick. You know, that happens. That happens. Where it will mess up. So it will, you know, it's gonna do the debugging of the code. So you guys are probably thinking, man, that's a code. What are you gonna do with that code? You'll see right now, guys. You'll see right now. So it's gonna go ahead and rewrite it real quick. But this time we'll do it a lot faster. It's not gonna do it from scratch, right? So this part, it looks a little intimidating, but it's not, right? It's not like we're actually gonna go into this code and do anything. We're not. We're literally just gonna copy and paste. That's it. And you'll see here in a second. Looking good so far. Doing what I gotta do. Perfect. All right. Yeah, shout out to all the people that's been streaming live. We got Victor in the house. What's up, Victor? Welcome, welcome. Said this is awesome. Great, man. I'm glad you're enjoying. Where you from, Victor? Where you tuning in from? I know, man. This is, man, I haven't taught this yet. This is the first time you guys are actually seeing it. All right, so it's done, right? It's done. Let's see. Let's see. Cool. Hopefully it doesn't. Sometimes it will mess up, but hey, it's better than okay, cool. So it's a it's a problem with the code, which is normal. Just normal. So for this, what I'll do is I will use Google Studio, right? So Google has another thing called Studio, which is like a little bit more advanced, right? So sometimes it will do this where it will mess up. It will mess up, but then it will rewrite. But this barely happens. Barely happens. For some reason, the universe wants to show us that it's gonna do this on a live, right? On a live stream. Usually this does not happen. Usually it just does it one time and we're good to go. All right, so yeah, right now is it. Okay, cool. I got time. Cool. So now we rewrote the code 2 times, 3 times by itself, right? Okay, cool. So I'm hoping this is the last time, guys. I apologize for this, but it's like I said, it happens. Sometimes it messes up. The AI messes up, right? Let it go. Let it go. Cool, cool. All right, I see some people in the chat viewing in right now. Where you guys tuning in from? Okay, so yeah, for some reason it's showing errors, whatever. So let's see if we can see the page. Okay, cool. So now it wants to not work on me. Oh man, why did it do this? All right, darn it. Yeah, for some reason it's not working. All right, so let's do this. See, look. So this is a good learning lesson as well, because now what we can do is now we know when something like this happens. All I gotta do is just open a new Gemini. That's it. A new Gemini, do Canvas. This time I'm gonna do fast, right? Just for time purposes. So this is a good learning lesson that we can do right now. I'm gonna upload that image that we got, right? So when it messes up, yeah. So I'm glad this happened, guys. Oh, I messed up. I'm glad this happened, because now I can share with you guys how to fix this, right? So what I do whenever the AI messes up, I just open up a new chat. Open a new chat, do Canvas, and then just let it go ahead and do it again. Because sometimes it will mess up where, I don't know, too much data on one chat. So this is gonna do it super fast this time. All right, cool. Let me go to open up this page that I had already open. All right, cool. Yeah, so it should do it way faster this time. Let's see if it does it effective. So yeah, so whatever messes up, just open a new chat. That's it. Cool. All right, so there it is. It did it. It finally did it. I know it was messing up for a bit, but it finally did it, right? Now we got, the headline, the sub headline, the pricing, right? Bullet points, So a few things I would change, right, on here, right? A few things I would change, but it gave us a basic, sales page, right? And actually, like, I don't know, I'm not satisfied with this. So for some reason, it didn't write the whole sales page. So let's do it again, guys. Let's do it again, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys another tool. I'm gonna give you guys some extra credit. There's another tool called Google AI Studio, right? And whenever that messes up, this is what I use. I use Google AI Studio. Usually it don't mess up, but it happens. So I'm gonna use Google AI Studio because it usually doesn't fail me, especially when writing the website. Like everything else, it will do pretty good, right? But this just takes a little longer, right? So look, what we'll do in the meantime, so that we're not wasting any time. Hold on, let me make sure I got this. So we're not wasting any time whatsoever. I don't know why I did this. I'm gonna go ahead and while this is building a website, I'm gonna go back to our chat here, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and build out our ebook, right? So for this, I'm gonna grab another prompt, right? That I have in here. I'm gonna grab this real quick. And I'm gonna go into here. Then I'm gonna say this, right? So I uploaded my sales page copy, right? So we have a sales page copy, which is right. Actually, we're in the wrong chat. Let me go to other chat. This is the other one we want. Boom, sales page copy. So what I want to do is go back up here, and I can actually just open up. Actually, I want to open up. Let's see. I want to open up the sales page copy. All right. Oops. It's trying to do the thing again, but it's fine. I'm gonna open this up. Right, and I can actually just download this if I want to, right? Or I can just copy it, right? Now, it should know in the chat, but I'm just gonna paste it anyways, right? And I'm gonna hit that, and then what it's gonna do next is it's gonna write out the outline for the PDF, right? So let's go. So while it does that, put this next to it. While it's doing that, it's writing the outline. I'm gonna go ahead and check on the website, right? It's still doing it. All right, cool. Looks like it's almost done. Looks like it's almost done. I know it's not perfect, guys. All right, cool. So it looks like it's did it. Let it load for a second. Way better. Yeah, see. So look, this is why I use thinking, right? So it can really think about what it's doing, right? But also, like I said, Gemini works well, guys. Like I don't want to deter you guys from Gemini, because it's a great tool. Sometimes it won't mess up, right? Sometimes it won't mess up, but in the case that it does mess up, and you're like, you know what, I'm tired of Gemini, just go to AI Studio, aistudio.google.com, and use it to build your website, right? Because it just does a better job. It just comes out way cleaner, right, on the first try. So like you can see here, it went ahead and built out the sales page, guys. The awesome way to get your ex back, stop chasing and start attracting. This is amazing. Look at this image right here. Oh my God. Download the blueprint, right? Community stories, right? It's even using the stories from the Reddit post. Wow, amazing. All right, the skeleton key illusion. Here's a list of the things. Good intentions. All right, cool. Wow, man, amazing. White space creates attraction. Oh, I love that. All right, cool. Cool. Perfect. So it did a good job of doing the sales page, right? There's some components that is missing, right, in here. That I'm actually gonna go back and tell it to say, hey man, it didn't write the sales page. It didn't use the full sales page, right? It just didn't. It didn't use the full sales page. So I'm gonna give it some notes. I say, hey Google, you didn't use the full sales page copy that I gave you. Can you please regenerate the website with the sales page copy I gave you, right? Using the same style you just gave me, because I like that style. I like that a lot. Let me see, how long have I been going? 33 minutes? Cool. So I'm gonna let it do that. All right, cool. So while that's making, right, so I'm having the robot do his job, right? Let it go ahead and build the website. Now I'm gonna go back and look at the outline. So I'm gonna use two tools at the same time, right? Two tools. So okay, so cool. It gave me the main guide, the X-Back neural link system, right? 21 psychological triggers to make your ex beg for it. All right, introduction, reality check, right? Part 1, chapter 1, right? Addition protocol, chapter 2, part 2, chapter 3, 4, 5, perfect, 6. And so write like 100-page guide, right? 8. This is pretty good. Of course, we'll spend more time on it, make sure that it's doing the right thing. All right, so what I can say next is, I can just copy here and say, write this part first, right? And like that, boom. Let it write. All right, let's go back to Studio and see what it's doing. All right, it's still running. It's still running. That's perfect. It's still doing its job. And now we're building an ebook. So we're actually building a website and doing the ebook at the same time. Thanks to freaking AI, man. Thanks to AI. We're doing it at the same time, guys. So cool. Now it's doing that. It's writing that first part. All right, cool. So now it's giving me some notes. I will extract specific text content from the Reddit. I don't know why it's doing that. Like I said, sometimes it does some weird stuff, but we just gotta correct it. That's it. Okay, so I want to do exactly what I told it to do, but it's fine. Sometimes, guys, I'll let you know right now. Sometimes it don't listen, man. This computer don't listen, but it's fine. Just be patient. This is the best advice I'll give you guys. Just be patient with it, right? And just keep repeating, right? And if you keep repeating to fix something or whatever, my best advice is just start a new chat. That's it. Start a new chat. All right, cool. So now it wrote, is it done? All right, cool. It wrote the first part, right? It wrote the first part. Now I can say, write part 2, right? So I'm gonna copy this. Part 1, actually, I'm sorry. Part 1 said, write this next, but keep in the same, oh man, keep in the same canvas, right? Boom. So I wanted to keep in this, because when it's done, I just want to copy and paste it into a Google Doc and call it a day. I don't want to finagle with this and do all this extra stuff. Like, I don't want to do that, guys. Right? So look, this is, I'm telling you, man, I've been teaching for a long time, right? And showing people how to build websites is the most complicated thing ever, because most people are not techie, right? And most of these systems are just way too confusing. They're way too confusing. There's a lot of little nuances that you have to do, right? So Now that we're able to use AI to build websites and build all of this stuff, it makes it way easier. 10 times easier. All right, cool. Is it done? All right, cool. So it looks like it's done. All right, so 4-step plan recovery, community stories. Okay, so the website looks pretty good, right? But it's still not giving me the website how I want it, right? So like I said, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this because really what I do is actually share with you step by step how to do this within my mastermind community, right? We have our digital elite lab here, right? When I showed you a little earlier, right? Well, we're 36 members in here, and to join this is $500, right, for the year, right? Matter of fact, let me share with you guys a little bit about that real quick because we are running, ending of the year special for people that want to, join this mentorship. But we have Digital Elite Lab Mentorship, which is $497 for the year. It includes 20 done for you funnels, right? So these websites that I'm showing you how to build right now, we actually include 20 of these, right? We have weekly coaching calls, and you have access to a private elite group, right? So if you want access to that, I'm gonna go ahead and link that website underneath the chat, which is Digilab app. You can't see it, but digilabapp.com Black Friday, and you get access to that. Of course, if you're my school group, send me a message and I'll give you the link to this. But I'll link that below in the chat. I'm gonna put in the chat right now so you guys can see it, right? So you want to join that mentorship group where you get one-on-one help by myself and my team. Well, this is actually the last week that I'll be working in this business. Because now I'm having AI take over and I'm hiring. I have key people that are going to be working in the group, 24/7, right? So you're gonna have the same high quality of service, right? It's just I'm not going to be so involved in this group. So this is the last chance to get onboarded by me this week. After next Sunday, is done, right? You can still join, right? If you're watching this video, still join, but you'll be onboarded by one of my team members, right? Well, they'll give you the exact game plan you need to succeed, right? So you get actual one-on-one help when you join this mentorship group. Because of course, I can't show everything on a 1 hour live. It's just impossible. It's impossible, right? So this stuff here is really easy to implement, but it just takes time to learn it and learn how to use the AI, right, to give you what you want, right? So here it gave us some decent results, but there's stuff that I wanted to do that I wasn't doing. So for that, I would just restart the process and just do it all over again, right? And that happens, guys. That happens, and it's a lot better and a lot faster than actually building a website, from actual scratch, right? So if you want to join that, great. And I have another offer I want to share with you guys that is going to blow you guys' mind away. But that's pretty much the one I want to show you here. But look, guys, once that's done, right, it's going to give us a code, right? And what we're looking for is like the HTML code, right? That's here. But what I want to do next is I want to say, hey, give me the HTML code, right? So I can paste into my website builder, right? Have it do that. Now, whilst that's doing, I'm gonna go ahead and go back here, and now it's done. It wrote part 1, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna just keep telling it, write part 2, write part 3, copy and paste it from the outline and put it in there. Say, but keep it in the same document so you can export it easily. So let's just pretend this is done, right? So I'm gonna click create. Actually, I'm gonna click share right here, export to docs. And it's gonna open up a Google Doc, right? Because this is Google, right? So it's hooked up to Google directly, right? And now I have my ebook here, pretending that we didn't finish it, right? We have our ebook here, right? With our introduction, right? And our first chapter. Right? Our chapter 1 written out, chapter 2 written out, chapter 3. Perfect. That's good to go. Now, the next thing I want to do in here, now I'm going to share on this training because most of you guys know how to do this. I'll just go ahead and go in Canva, right? Pick an ebook template in Canva and just paste this in there. Canva has pre-made ebook templates, right? That you can go and just paste this information and just change the title, change a couple graphics here and there, right? If you really want to do it a different way, if you want to have AI create the ebook cover for you, one thing I recommend is go to Grok, right? Grok does, for some reason, Gemini doesn't do a good job of doing the actual ebook cover on the size that I want it, but Grok does an excellent job, right? So go to Grok and say, hey, create me an ebook cover in the ebook cover size, right? for this niche, for this ebook, blah blah blah. You know, try to be as descriptive as possible, and it's gonna spit out the ebook cover for you. But what I like using Grok, Grok to also create the ebook, right? So cool. So now it gave me the code, right? So I'm gonna get the code in here, right? The HTML code. I'm just gonna go in and copy this and copy, right? And I'm gonna go to another tool, right? Another tool that I use, right? And that is our Digilab app, right? Our Digilab app system. You go to digilab.com. I'll also link it down there, and you start a free trial for 7 days, and it's $47 a month to build out your website funnel, right? It's the cheapest by far. You know, I set this up for a reason, right? Because it really helps you guys get started on a cheap. Because most of these softwares, they be costing like 100. Like ClickFunnels, I love ClickFunnels. It just costs too damn much. They want 150 a month. Shoot, sometimes 200. You trying to build multiple funnels, right? So that's why I have this solution that's $47 a month, very cheap. You know, we give you all the templates. It has everything you need to run your digital product business. But for this, I'm gonna do a new funnel, right? Just gonna create a new funnel. And I'm gonna show you how easy this is to do. How easy this is to do, right? So I'm gonna create a step. I'm just gonna put this test step for now. Just like I said, just example I want to share with you guys real quick. Cool. So I'm gonna do create from blank on here, right? And really, guys, any website builder works as long as it supports HTML. The only thing that probably won't work is like Shopify, right? But anything else works, right? So in here, I'm gonna go into code. We want code. That's in here. Put the code right there. Right? Paste that. Hit save. Right? I'm gonna do a few things here and there. But yeah, like I said, for time purposes, I'm just gonna show you how it looks. Alright. Preview that. Right? And boom. Now we have our website. Have our website. Look at that. How easy that was. Easy. I like, look guys, like all I did was prompt. I barely typed on my, you guys didn't really hear me typing on here. I barely typed, right? And it gave me this beautiful website. Of course, we gotta connect the buttons and do all that stuff. But like I said, I'll share with that like on a later training. If you want more one-on-one help, I highly recommend joining my Digital Elite Lab. I'll link it below there as well, right? But as well, guys, now once you have our website, now we gotta think about how we're gonna actually market this website, because that's something big that most people, you know, struggle with is marketing. I know that, right? So like getting this first part done, pretty simple as far as creating the product, right? But now we actually have to actually create our marketing plan, right? So let's do that real quick. Right? So we're gonna go back to Gemini, right? So one thing I like to do is I like to use a thing called AI avatars. So let me actually go and pull up an example for you guys, right? Of one of our, matter of fact, she popped up right there. That profile popped up right there that I needed. The one that I wanted. So when a woman shuts down sexual. Cool. So this is one of our AI avatars, guys, that my team is working on, right? This is completely AI, right? We use her for organic marketing, one, and two, we use her for paid advertising as well, right? And she's working for both. She's working amazingly well. You can't even tell this is AI. So let me just share with you
if I lost my memory.
Well, keeping in mind that this isn't like the marriage niche. So these are people that want to improve their marriage and relationship with the 47 tactics for ebook that we wrote.
If I lost my memory,
this is the content we're getting.
What is the first thing you would tell me about us? If I lost my memory.
Okay, cool.
When does a man realize his marriage feels off?
I think when he feels more like a provider, not a partner, like a roommate who pays bills. He's contributing financially, he's doing his part, and still feels like he's on the outside of his own marriage.
Yeah.
That's when he knows he feels useful, but not valued.
Yeah.
If you're scared to have a hard conversation with someone you love, that means you're not that close. If you love someone and they say they love you.
Look at
If
that.
your wife used to light up when you walked into
But look,
a room, but now
most
if you're
importantly,
scared, if your
look,
wife
if I go
used
down
to
here,
light
'cause
up when you walked
these
into
are
a
just,
room,
we
but
just
if
posted,
you're
right?
if your wife used to light
Look at
up
this.
when you walked into a room, but now barely
This is
looks
AI,
at
guys.
pause,
But
that's
look,
a serious
look at the
warning
comments.
sign. It means she's checking out
Look at
emotionally, and ignoring it will only make things
Look at
worse. You must rebuild
Nobody's saying it's
attraction
AI.
and connect.
You know why? Because it's value.
When a woman
man.
shuts down sexually, it's almost never
One thing that really blew my mind with this AI is I was scrolling through Instagram the other day, and I seen this AI video that was giving, you know, like some serious value, and people in the comments were going crazy, blah blah blah, and some people are saying, oh, but this is AI, and a few people commented under that comment, and they said, man, listen to the message, not the messenger. I'm like, man, so see, look at this. Look at this, all these comments, guys.
A man will take bullets at his
Bunch of
So,
bunch of angry
men
men
don't-
that want to fix their marriage,
a
but they don't
man
know
will
how
take
to.
bullets.
So men don't
100%
fear
true.
commitment, they fear
Look at this. All these
What do women
comments,
actually
man.
need
But
from
anyways,
men emotionally?
as you can tell, guys, this is AI, right? This is generated over 1,500 followers. This gets sales daily just using this AI system, right? Just using this AI avatar system. And we take it even further. Like now we're gonna create a course, right? A video course that we're able to use our AI avatar, and the AI avatar is gonna actually do the course for us. So gone are the days of you having to create your own course. That's done with. That's done, right? You can have your AI avatar do it for you. You can either clone yourself or just create a brand new avatar, right? I prefer to create a brand new avatar personally, and we use this to market, right? And this is pretty easy to do, guys. Like I can just go into Gemini, right? And I can tell it. I say, hey, let's see how I can do it. Because usually my team does it, all right? So forgive me. My team usually implements this. I got a whole team behind me that helps me create these AI avatars, right? But they're really easy to do, right? They're really easy to do. They're really easy to implement, right? So I'm gonna put on Gemini. I say, hey, create me a avatar I can use for talking head videos. I want it to be a female that gives that a female that is in a podcast setting. You can even say, hey, I want her to be the race, Caucasian, Black, Asian. Let's say I want her Asian. I want her to be Asian. So let's just see. Let's just see what it does with that prompt, right? Like I said, when we're doing these prompts, it's all about prompting and then giving it more information, getting more information, adjusting things here and there, right? So that's the first thing. So let's go ahead and have Gemini do this. So one thing I did do is I picked create image, which activates Nano Banana, which is Google's image generation, right? Okay, cool. So it came out kind of cartoonish. So one thing I forgot to say is make it hyper realistic. Also make it in Reel or TikTok format. I forgot what the format. Let's see what that is. First and foremost, TikTok format. I believe it's the size is, yeah, you want it 1080 by 20 pixels. All right, cool. And then go ahead and put that in there. Perfect, cool. All right. Cool. Let it load. So it did an okay job. I believe we can use this. So look, not that good of a job. Let's try again. And hyper realistic, like she is a real person. Right? Let's see. Man, if I'm gonna do fast, man. I'm gonna do fast. It doesn't take too long. We don't got time to wait. Let's see. Oh, that's way better. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, cool. That looks real, right? Of course, I can spend more time on it, but I'm not gonna spend. I said we're on time. We're on time. So let's go ahead and just download this image. Right? Then I'm gonna go ahead and use another tool, right? I'm gonna link this tool on the bottom as well, guys. I haven't linked it yet, but I will, right? So it's Galaxy AI, right? So this is a paid service, guys, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. It's worth it. You know, if you wanna create content yourself, by all means, but you want AI to do it for you, you have to pay for these tools. But look, this right here is the cheapest out there. The cheapest. We've been searching high and low to figure out how to do this with the AI avatars to where it's cheap and is duplicatable for not only ourselves, but for people that are watching our trainings, that are in our communities, right? That are implementing. Because guys, the main thing with this is credits. You gotta buy credits. To create these videos, it requires credits, right? There's a lot of resources that go into it to creating this. So it's credit based, right? Any other tool you go out there is not as good, right? And it costs a lot of credits. So for this one, you use Galaxy AI. I'm gonna link it down there. But we're gonna go to where it says AI video generator, right? Cool. So we want image to text, right? So I'm gonna upload that image that I put in here. Let's see if I can find it. All right, cool. She's in there. Cool. I uploaded her. Now, I'm gonna do one more thing, guys. I'm gonna do one more thing. We need content, right? We need content. We need content. So for content, what are we gonna do? If you guys have been following me, you know what I like to do. I like to go to TikTok and find content on here. Get your ex back. I'm gonna look for viral content on TikTok. You can do this on YouTube. You can do this on Instagram. You can do this in several spots. All right, so cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just take one of these videos, how to make your ex come back every time, like this one, how to get your ex back, 56K views, 50K views.
All right, divas, here it is. How to get your ex back.
All right, cool. So I can find viral content, right? That's one way to do it. And I can take this script. Hold on, let me refresh this video.
If you want to get your ex back, you need to listen.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna take this video, right? And I'm gonna share with you guys another tool. A tool called Talk Script, right? They have a free version. Let's get the free one. All right, you can get the paid one if you want. But I'm gonna paste in that into Talk Script, right? Hold on, let me do it again. Paste the link in here, right? Hit download. Now it's gonna go ahead and process that video. It's gonna actually extract the script for me, right? So look, right? So I can take this script, I can just copy it, actually just copy it here. I'm gonna Gemini first, right? And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna take the image off. I'm gonna say, condense this script into 8 seconds, right? You can keep it longer, but the videos that these AIs makes, they're 8 seconds a time, right? So you can take a bunch of 8-second clips and stitch them together, but just for simplicity and to get your account going and get it going viral first, just do 8-second clips. It's enough. You can give good value in 8 seconds, right? So I'm gonna just go ahead and condense the script into 8 seconds, right? Fast. Oops. Okay, so write me a 8-second script with that info. Cool, so I'll just copy this. I'm gonna go back into Galaxy. Where's Galaxy at? All right, cool. I'm gonna take that in there, but first I'm gonna go ahead and scoot up, right? You guys can see that? All right, cool, let me make sure you can see that. Okay. Create me a talking head video with this script. Okay, let's go on and change things. I think it's cool. VO3 fast, right? That's fine, right? It's just 30 minutes, but usually don't take that long. It can't take that long. I do have credits. So let's go ahead. 8 seconds. Everything's good. All right, cool. I have to double check, triple check everything, guys. Check everything, because these are credits, guys. These are credits that you're paying for, right? So I'm gonna have it process this, right? Hopefully it don't take 30 minutes, which I'm sure it won't, right? But now it's gonna go ahead and make this video for me, right? So let's see how long it takes. Let's see if we can hang around, or I'll just show you guys on another video. Right? Cool. Let it go. I'm gonna come back to it now. Okay, now it's processing. So cool. So yeah, guys, let me just share with you guys this tool real quick, because this tool is actually quite amazing. Galaxy AI. So it has a bunch of different tools in there. AI image generator, AI video generator. I use the image generator from Gemini because it's the same thing, man. Like, well, the cool thing with this one is you can use several different ones, right? So use Nano Banana Pro, right? Use one, which is pretty cool. Midjourney, Ideogram, GPT Image, right? So it has a bunch of different models in here that you can use, right? But I like Gemini. Gemini and Grok is my favorite image generation tools right now, right? They have a whole bunch of different ones. What else they got? Chat with AI, AI lipstick generator, headshot generator. You do your custom GPTs, AI music generator. You do music too. All right, cool. So it's done. It's done.
Want your ex back? Stop all contact now. Your ex needs to feel loss, and you need to grow.
Okay, look. So one thing I forgot to add in was I wanted it in the this script in 1080 by, what is it, 1920 format, right? Like that. So it wasted my credit, but that's fine. And I got 29 million credits, right? I don't know why I did that text on screen, right? So I'm gonna put no text on screen. But you guys seen, y'all saw how it did it. You saw how it did it. It did pretty good. It did pretty good. It did pretty good. All right, cool. Let's see. Okay, so now it's processing another video, right? So I don't know why I did that text on screen, but like I said, the AI messes up sometimes, right? So that's why it helps to be super descriptive as much as you can, right? What I'm learning, right? But like I said, I'm no expert when it comes to this. My team does a better job at this, and they do teach on this, right? We do hold trainings on this weekly, on how to do this, right? So let's go ahead and let it generate some more. Let's hang tight, guys. I just want to see the result, and then yeah, we'll wrap up after we're done with this result. But yeah, having these AI avatars now, woo! Oh my God, it's a complete game changer. Now, I just want you to imagine you having a few of these, right? You start with one, right? Of course, start with one. Get that going and get the sales going, right? Start making some money so you can reinvest and scale it up. But then you have another one, another avatar, and then another one, and another one. You have 5 of them, all making you money, bringing you money, right? Selling digital products, selling products and services that people actually want, right? Man, we're gonna take this Evelyn to the next level, really. What we're gonna do is we're gonna create like a group for her where people pay like a monthly fee, right? And we're actually gonna pay experts, right? We're gonna find experts in the dating niche, in the marriage niche, therapists, licensed therapists, to actually provide value in that group, right? So that's our next thinking, our next level thinking. Because guys, a lot of these experts that are therapists and all this stuff, they don't want to do this whole digital product stuff. They don't want to, man, they'll be happy with just getting paid a monthly fee to come in a group and teach. Right, guys? So not everybody wants to do this. All right, so let's go and check on it. All right, way
Want your
better.
ex back? Stop all contact now. Your ex needs to feel lost and you need to grow. The no contact time depends on their attachment style.
Wow. Wow. See, look at that. We did this from just an image. Where's the image at? Look, an image. And we brought it to life using AI and that script.
Want your ex back? Stop all contact now.
Man.
Your ex needs to feel
So
lost
I can
and you
do
need
it-
to
I can
grow.
take this
The
video
no
and
contact
just
time
throw it
depends on
into,
their
like,
attachment
in the
style.
CapCut, right? And just resize it, right? And I got my video. Isn't this amazing? I know it's amazing. What? Come on now. This is incredible stuff. But anyways, guys, this training went on a little too long, right? But look, guys, for the people that want that extra help, like I said, I already spoke about my Elite Lab. That's great. That's our do it with you, right? Program where we do it with you. But also what we have is our AI avatar growth package, right? This is for the people that want that fast track, that doesn't want to deal with all this tech, they just want to get it set up quickly. They want to get set up within 48 hours, start selling right away, right? With our AI avatar growth package, right? So what you're going to get is you're going to get your own avatar. So we're going to build you your own avatar, right? And we're going to create 3 months of content for you, right? 90 pieces of content, guys, right? And with these 90 pieces of content, we actually create variations of this content. So we do anywhere from 3 to 5 variations. And just to keep it at 3 variations per piece of content, you have over 270 pieces of content to post on your TikTok, your Instagram, your YouTube, your Facebook, your X profile. It don't matter. So imagine you're posting like what? If you're posting across all 5 platforms, that's over like 1,000 posts in 90 days. With that, you're almost guaranteed to go viral, right? Sales are definitely gonna come in, right? Because providing good value and people are going to your website because of this, right? So not only that, but also we give you the full sales system. So we actually build, your sales page for you. We build you, all the content, the digital products. Everything is completely built for you, right? And on top of that, it's not here on this page, but also too, if you want to run ads, my ad team will actually run ads to your offer, right? Using Meta Ads. Meta Ads is the most effective ways to scale income quickly, right? So guys, like I said, this is for the people that want that fast track. They want success now. They don't want to wait a few months. They want to create a 10K per month income in the fastest route possible, right? So for this one, it's $2,997 a one-time fee to get this entire system set up for you, right? And in the ads management, the only thing we do in the ads management is we take a fee of sales. So you're not going to pay a monthly fee, right? For your ads management. Most companies, what they do is they charge like $500 to $1,000 a month for ads management. That is already included into the fee, right? We only get paid 10% of sales that we generate for you with this system, right? So it's a win-win to where my agency, right, my team gets paid 10% of sales based on performance, right? And you get something fully set up, fully hands-off, right? So for the people that want this, I'm gonna link this website below this video so you get access. If you're watching this within the school group, feel free to send me a message directly on here. If you have any questions about this AI Avatar Growth Package, of course, this whole week I'm going to be doing trainings, with this, so you get to see a little bit more in detail. I'm going to bring out some guests as well. But for now, if you're interested in getting this done, where we actually build out your AI avatar, we build out 90 pieces of core content, and then we take those core contents and turn them into 270 pieces of content where you can post 3 times a day over the next 90 days, go viral, get sales on your digital product. And most importantly, guys, one thing about the TikTok program, right, is you get access to the Creators Program. As soon as you hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, you get to be part of the Creators Program. So that's another income stream that you unlock. YouTube as well. YouTube, as soon as you get 500 followers or subscribers, right, and you get a certain amount of views, that unlocks the YouTube's Partners Program. So you get your account monetized. So now you get an income stream on YouTube, income stream on TikTok, income stream for your digital products, and also Facebook as well. Facebook and Instagram also have programs where you get paid per views. So you literally get to unlock like 5 different income streams just by having your AI avatar, guys. So this is limited. I'm only gonna be offering it this week, and it's the last chance to really work with me and have myself onboard you onto the system and make sure everything is set up, you know, so that you go into the new year with a complete setup. Your digital product business is set up so you have the best 2026 of your life, guys. So if you're interested in that, I'm gonna leave the link below. It's digilab.com/AI-avatar, and you can lock in your spot here. So you click here, it will bring you to a PayPal link right on here. Go ahead and make your purchase right on here, and you'll be good to go. And I'll get you started right away, guys. So like I said, if you're in my school group, have any questions, feel free to ask. But look, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And I'll see you guys on the next training. Also, like this video, guys. It really helps me out. But I'll see you guys here soon.